Thoughts become things. Jumbo fellow adventurers, Mike Dooley, time for a spiritual tune-up. Thanks for your great questions below on Facebook and Instagram. What you post today, the day of the live broadcast, I read tomorrow morning to find my talking points. Thank you so much for letting me do this. Great question came in. I've touched on it before now that there's been over a year's worth of these spiritual tune-ups, but it's worth touching on again. How to always triple underline, win, when two peeps want the same thing. Mike, how does that get decided? Who gets it? Like, for instance, a contest with one prize. Lottery, an Olympic gold medal, ay. Well, despite the framing of that question into winners and losers, which I really hate that, okay? This is not about competition, but I wanted to pull you in. Okay, this is about the core of what I teach for living deliberately, creating consciously, so that everyone gets to that happy place. It is much easier than you think, but you have to extract yourself out of the primitive mindset that we now live on, where people think they need to micromanage one manifestation after another, start small, go bigger, move on to global domination. No, you want to start with global domination, and the way you do that is to get happy first. Okay, so to get really specific with this answer, I do believe in ways incomprehensible for the most part by the human mind. It's quite possible that in a contest for a lottery or someone's heart or a gold medal, that there could be a split in the dimension, a parallel universe created, and both could win the gold medal. Or 20 people or 2,000 people could win. We live in a holographic dream world where anything really happens, and it's only our brain that interprets everything on a linear line. That's not the answer you were looking for. It does perhaps give some hope to the runners-up, because in another parallel they won. But let's get to a place where, without bending our mind, we can find joy today. And it boils down to wisely defining what it is you most want. Stop being the micromanager. Yes, for practical purposes, there's only one gold medal, right? And somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose, and that's just not the world that we want to live in. Yes, you can play and be competitive, but the real reward of life is joy. It is happiness. It is love. It is romance. It is health. It is good vibrations. And there's enough of that stuff for everyone. This is the cornerstone of how and why I teach in Playing the Matrix to have generally stated high priority areas for transformation. General dreams, wealth, laughter, friendship, health. That's what matters. And there's no shortage of joy. There's no shortage of health. There's no shortage of love and romance. There's no shortage of any of these things, not even wealth and abundance. Okay? There's enough for everyone to live deliberately on their terms and never have to worry about how much does that cost. There's enough. But let those be your driving end results, your desires, what you passionately move towards every day, while giving yourself permission to be happy before they even show up, because they're going to show up. There's no scarcity of joy. You can have that. Then, if you want to, on your way to the ball, play a lottery game, or run the 50-yard dash in the Olympics, or participate in some kind of competition or contest where there's only one winner and everybody else loses. If you want to play such games, see them as the games that they are. Realize that they are unimportant, no matter what you have thought heretofore, compared to your happiness. And then you can joyfully, gleefully have camaraderie and joy and root for those you compete against as you root for yourself and dream that you will win. Hey, you might win that race. But don't hinge your happiness on it. Don't let that be a stepping stone in your micromanaged sachet towards happily ever after. Be happy today and strive forevermore to be even happier, with your priorities in romance, recovery, health, financial, material abundance. Nothing unspiritual about that. There is no shortage, contrary to what your physical senses show you. So the answer to the question, how to always win, is go for the gold, but be happy anyway. Be happy without conditioning it on the gold, and move in a parallel direction from not just the gold, but sports, creativity, joy, friends, laughter. It's easy. We live in the kindergarten of the universe, all right? You totally got this. You're already a black belt PhD. You know what I'm talking about. You've been an amazing manifestor your whole life. Stop conditioning your happiness on the little bells and whistles. They're trinkets. All right, fellow life adventurers, awesome to be with you again today. Happy Thursday to all of you. Tomorrow's Friday, then an amazing weekend. Next, well, I don't know when next. April 13th, the 21-day lucid dreaming adventure for a price you choose, as little as $29 for 10 hours of content. Check the link below on Facebook, swipe up on Instagram. I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for the great questions. Right now, before you go, write a question. Give me a question. I want to answer your questions. Any interaction below, waving, sharing, all of that is good for the circulation of the viewership of these videos. So thanks for that as well. Okay, tally ho, everybody. Nancy, Winnie, Nelson. Oh boy. Nick, positive vibes. Sharish, glad you're in the house. Heather, have fun on Instagram today. Thoughts become things. Hasta luego.